The spiraling of billionaire Elon Musk as he continues to find out that the way he's running Twitter, which he asked people to call X, is not going anything like he or his right-wing fans thought it would. Musk has a backlash here over many issues. Most recently, the way he used his platform and his huge following to support a blatantly anti-Semitic post online. The White House doesn't weigh in on most tweets, but they went out of their way to condemn Elon Musk for what they viewed as him basically fanning anti-Semitism during this very tense time in the world. Advertisers have been fleeing the company even more often lately, to the tune of $75 million in lost revenue, some of that attributable directly to how Elon Musk uses the platform. Now, there were actual shock, actual gasps, and actual kind of outrage, if that's such a thing you can muster, at a meeting of sort of business elites and others, because Elon Musk, as he likes to do to get attention, sat down with a New York Times reporter. You can see some of the footage here. And when pressed on very basic questions about some of what I just mentioned, including the way advertisers who, again, in a free market, decide what to do with their ad dollars, that's what people like Mr. Musk and other business folks say is the good thing about free market economics. Well, he doesn't like it if it means that they aren't advertising with his company. So here is the Times' Andrew Ross Sorkin, who also works at CNBC, which is a sister channel we should mention. And here is the angry billionaire.
There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop. You hope? Don't advertise. If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go yourself. Go yourself. Is that clear?
This is the one part of your business where you will be beholden to those who have this view. What do you do?
F-Y.
Now, that is a telling moment. First of all, Elon Musk is very smart. When he tries to lie to you and tell you that regular business activity is blackmail, he is playing a trick. He's hoping not the people in the room, but everyone else will be fooled by that. Blackmail is an actual thing. It is a legal concept, and it has a definition. And it doesn't refer to people deciding where to spend their money or whether not to spend their money. It refers to illegally leveraging something over someone. That is not what these advertisers are doing. Now, keep in mind, we didn't just show you this for the F-bomb value. That room that he's talking in is full of those advertisers. So he very clearly hurt himself and the company, and he has a lot of investors that he's still answerable to, by blatantly acting that way. There's also the issue that while Musk talked about free speech, he has been cracking down on free speech on the platform. If you watch The Beat, you may recall we reported this out months ago when he was first taking over. And the point we made then is the same we will make now. We couldn't see the future, we could see the past. Elon Musk has no record of free speech advocacy. It was another one of the things he said to the outside public to try to win people over, and he also used it to try to argue that right-wing forces in certain places, including America, must be protected by a free speech referee because they somehow, in their telling of it, are being censored more than others. Now, true free speech means free speech for everyone, and people with right-wing views should not be discriminated against. But Elon Musk has not been a free speech advocate. He's cracked down for it on the platform. Now, at this same summit, Musk was also pressed on reports that Twitter is limiting users' access to New York Times articles. Again, that would be a free speech issue. Critics have described it as an attack on the free press.
Any organization that refuses to buy a subscription is not going to be recommended.
But then what does that say about free speech? And what does that say about amplifying
free speech
certain
is not exactly
voices?
Free. It costs a little bit.
Right, but
South Park, where they say, you know, freedom isn't free, it costs $1.05 or whatever. But it's pretty cheap, okay? It's low cost freedom.
Notice the obvious hypocrisy stacked right against each other in these two clips we showed you. If advertisers decide that they don't want to put their money into something where their ads will be up against, say, anti-Semitic posts or racist material or other problems, he accuses them of blackmail. But if long-standing, proven journalistic outlets like The Times don't buy things from Twitter, then they won't be verified, which used to and technically literally still means that there's a verification for who you are. He wants to have it both ways. As for his spiraling and his money losing, well, all of this is a reaction to how poorly it's going. Elon Musk is many things, but a perfect actor he is not. And you can tell from the freak out that he's not happy. He doesn't sound like a happy person. He doesn't sound like he's winning. And it's the opposite of what conservatives had hoped would happen when he took over.
For once, this isn't about power and money. Musk is doing it to save free speech.
It's not an overstatement to say it could be the single most important development for free speech in the modern history of the United States.
This is a guy who's made a lot of money. He's been very successful, loves this country and the freedoms it affords.
The first thing he's going to do is establish free speech there.
We turn now to a guest who actually called much of this in some of our earlier discussions. It's a special day on the beat called Che Day. And Obama veteran political strategist Che Komanduri is here. Welcome back, Che. When you see Elon Musk, good to have you. When you see him in that setting, that angry, that much double talk, what does it tell you?
It tells me that he knows he's losing. He's losing his influence on this platform. He is losing potentially billions of dollars. I think that the stock of Twitter has just absolutely plummeted under him. And I think he also knows that he has made a series of very bad bets. Specifically, he has kind of made the same exact bet that Ron DeSantis made, and is also seeing Ron DeSantis is also seeing his fortunes plummet, which is they bet that MAGA was the future. For Elon Musk, that meant going full in on MAGA conspiracy theories. You know, he talked about the Paul Pelosi conspiracy theory, the Texas mall shooter conspiracy theory, Hunter Biden conspiracy theories, you name it. Any MAGA conspiracy theory he amplified on the site. He thought that was a path to riches, to power, to control, to the future. DeSantis did the same thing. He kind of thought that all the woke stuff would be something that would deliver him the nomination. He is going absolutely nowhere. And I think they made the same mistake. And I think it's interesting to think about like an alternative world where they went in the opposite. Both of them would have gone in the opposite direction.